Hi, welcome back. This is Angela with Dogwood Paper Arts, and we're back to work some more on our album. This is the Stay, Play, Chat, Craft With Me envelope journal that I got a challenge with. And my challenge, of course, was Martha suggested that and I have her channel listed below, suggested that I try and make one. So I thought, well, I'll take that as a challenge. So then I challenged myself to also use up a paper pad. And this is a Stamperia, I can't remember the name, and I've chopped it all up now, I think. So, Dream. Stamperia Dream. I wasn't going to cut this one all up. I was going to make bookmarks out of it, but that didn't happen. I needed this paper to continue with the pad. So, let me show you where we're at. We made this center part, and we've made this back. This is a little flippy foldy thing, and we'll go over all of that when we get a little bit closer to the end. Now, I went ahead and I showed you last time that I was going to add some envelopes. So I have added to my window envelope a little pocket down here. And I have pieces cut out that I'm going to apply to it. And I have attached two little envelopes here. One of them opens here on the inside, and one of them opens up here. It's a coin envelope. Now, these little envelopes had a little piece that came up here, and I clipped those off on every one of these little square envelopes. Okay? So we have that we're going to put our pieces on today. Now, let me take this one out of there. It's getting caught up. I went ahead and did the exact same thing on this side. Okay? So today, now that we have our pieces cut out, I'm going to go ahead and try and get this part done so that we can move on to our last video, which would be just finishing up. And I don't know, maybe we'll zip through and do this. I don't think so, but we'll try. So let's go ahead and apply this piece down here on our floppy envelope. And I have inked around all my edges. Need to just shake up my glue. The reason I decided to go ahead and kind of figure it out a little bit was because I was really struggling with it. It really is a super challenge for me to do an envelope journal because, you know, I don't know. I don't know why. I thought it would be super simple to challenge myself to do one. And it turns out that it was harder than I thought. That's really not straight on there like I would like, but I don't know if I can tear it off. Nope, can't. But I think I got it enough that I can pull it up where I need it. So I'm going to have to go back under there where I pulled it up and give it a little more structure with some glue. There we go. This art glitter glue, it tacks down really quick. So Oh, we'll have to put something over that. I forgot about that. Here's the inside of this pocket. So when I say that we may need to come back for one last video, that means to put our tie on it and to make the ephemera pieces that go in the pockets. And if we need to put additional pockets on the inside, we can do that too. I think I forgot to ink that one. So I'm just going to add a little bit of ink to it. There we go. Matches nicely, doesn't it? And I will need to cut a piece to cover that. And I think I have one here that I might like to use. And it would be this one. So it will need to be probably there to there. Pencil. I was hoping I had everything cut up, but I forgot I needed this piece. So let me cut that one down. It'll be a little harder to line up because it's a tiny little piece, really. I think in order to do that correctly, I'm going to have to get this bottom piece here too. There we go. That way I can line it up on the line here, so I know where I'm cutting it at. Let's try that. Yep, that'll work. Okay, so there's that one. And then this extra piece we have, we won't need it over here because we have a piece of paper that's going to go here. So let's just start with this one. We will have to, well, we started with our pocket. Let's go to this as our next starting place. Get out some more ink here. We need some ink. We're inkless. Pencil one. I never quite learned how to flip the paper over and mark the back. I don't know. I should. Okay, let's apply that. Well, that would have been pretty too. Nope, I like the words. I'm a person that loves words. If it has a word on it, I probably want to see it. Don't know why, but words are fun. Words inspire. I think they do me. I hope they do you too. There we go. Okay, now that piece is covered. Make sure that you put it on the right side of this bendy, foldy thing. Okay? Okay, so we have that pocket. It's done. Now, let's go over here. Let's cover up that. And, oh look, there's my needle. Let me stick it up on my magnet. And I have some more words right here. And it is going to go right down here, just like that. So let's add some glue. Now we may put a pocket on this one. I haven't decided quite yet. I just needed to really work at getting the base part done so that we could at least get somewhere. I feel like I was just, you know, It just felt like it was taking me a long time, and that I don't want you to get bored. I don't want to get bored. And it's so easy to be indecisive when you're thinking on camera. I don't know why, but you'd think for me, it wouldn't be hard for me to think of anything, since I'm kind of a wordy person, both in my I like to talk and sing, and I don't sing well, so don't ask me to. You'll hear me sing. It's just something I do. Okay, there's that one. Let's go over here. Now we have, is it this one? No, this one. I love this because you can just barely see a rose sticking out over there. And then I have this one for up there. Whoops. Do we want this way or that way? If we go this way, it's kind of running into that color, so that's good. And I am inking it with distressing ink, and it's called Speckled Egg. It's one of the new ones that came out this year, and I really do love it. It's a little out there for me to use something other than brown or black, or I should say not black, but brown or an espresso color, which is a super dark, as you know, would be a super dark brown, almost a black. So part of the embellishing thing will be making things to go in these pockets. Perhaps finding something to put on here that's an ephemera piece of some kind. Perhaps a pocket here. I don't really want to cover up those words. So there is that. Now, I think I forgot to cut one for here. So I have blues, and I have this one, and I have this one. Now I could, since those fit and we are trying to use paper, I could actually turn that into a little tuck spot here, and I think that maybe that's what I'll do, since we have these, and you know, I just kind of feel like maybe we should use them. I don't know if they go on the other side. I hope not. If not, we'll find something else to go over there. So there's that one. Now this one I might cut down, so I'm not going to ink it just yet. On camera? Oh, my camera has slipped down, I see. It must have jiggled down. Okay, that folds out that way. This will be a pocket this way. But I want to cut it down just a little bit. Maybe right here. So let me cut that off. Oh, the machine's being particular with me. There we go. Now it's just a little tiny tuck spot, so let's just put a little divot in it here to kind of give it some atmosphere. Whoops, erase. Try to erase before you put the ink over it. They're a little harder to erase once the ink's there. And I'll try and speed clean these, I'll try and speed, something. What am I saying? Speed ink. Okay. And this is just going to be like a tuck spot. I really don't need it to be any more than that. Okay, so if I can get 200 subscribers, this will be the 200 subscriber giveaway. I won't do them at every 100, but I did at the 100 mark, so I will at the 200 mark. That is going to need to dry very well before you stick anything in it. Now these pockets here, I haven't decided how to cover them yet because they came pre-done like this. So, you know, I don't want to redo it. So I was thinking that maybe I might, I mean, we could collage around them, but I was thinking that maybe I might just stamp over them. So that's a come back to. And I don't think I cut this one out yet. I don't think so. But I have, yeah, maybe I haven't cut any of the front ones out yet. So let's flip one over to here. This is the other side. And let's apply this one. It's going to go right in here. This one seems off to me, but I think it's just maybe me. It just feels off. Okay. There's those would-be tags. And like I was saying, I think in my last video, I realized if this was going to be a journal, I was going to have to put something in it to write on, because it's not like I'm going to insert a booklet into it. I am going to insert little paper pads into it as the journaling areas. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Very nice. Now, oh, it's this one that needs a divot. Okay. Let's move over to here and see what we have. I know this one goes on the back, and this goes on the back. And I think, yeah, this goes there. Okay, got it. And I did not ink those. I thought I did. We'll speed ink around this one too. I let my cat in here for a while. I was going to introduce you to him. I know when I was doing mini albums, people got to meet Luigi. But he came in and immediately went to all my packing stuff. You know, the plastic, the bubble wrap, and decided he was going to chew on it. I don't know, do your cats have a thing about plastic? Maybe it's just a cat thing. I don't know. But he loves plastic and he always wants to chew on it, and it's so dangerous for him that I don't want him doing that, you know. Don't want to have to take him to the vet and end up with a $1,000 bill trying to get all the plastic out of his tummy. Am I on camera? I sure hope so. There we go. Now I am. I am for sure now. We may put a pocket on this one as well. This one we won't cover. Okay, to the inside. Man, I guess I did ink these. At least I did this one. Okay, I think that one was going to go there. This is another one of those square envelopes that I cut the extra little pieces off right here, just so that it was a fully opening pocket that we could stick a little note into or something, or a paper pad or whatever. Okay, now that brings us over here. This one is going to go up here. I remembered that one because of that rose. I just love it. Oh, I forgot to set my timer. Well, we'll have to set it in just a minute. And I told the dog I'd be out in an hour. She is just so wondering what I'm up to in here. Let's see. So, well, we're just going to finish this up. No, I better set it for something. What should I set it for? 30 minutes? 25? Okay, 25. 25 more minutes. You got 25 minutes? Okay. I don't know, we might have longer than 25 minutes. I try to do an hour, but I always forget to set my timer because I get so excited about being in here. And I don't look at my time. I don't do any of that. I'm not a clock watcher usually. So watching a clock or setting a timer is not something that is in my brain to do. I worked at a school district, had a bell schedule, you know, that kind of thing. Never really had to maintain all that time constraint things. Now, I originally put a pocket here for this. That's not going to work because we have to cover this. Okay, so there's those. There's something we have to figure out. So that brings us to these. These are our cover pages. Aren't they? I think so. So I have this paper left, and I have some of this, if this will fit here. Yes, it will. And then I have the blue. Now this is already right there, so we don't want that here. But we could go with this one there. I like this one, but it's not the one I want to put there. I would love to put the words on there, but I'd love to put all that on there too. What to do, what to do. Going to mark it off right there. Pull this down where I want it. And mark it off up here. There we go. It's so hard to see the pencil lines. Really hard to see them. I do have a fan going in here. Although our house is air conditioned, this room never heats up in the winter very well and is always super hot in the summer. So with all my lights on in here, it was up to about 77 in here, which is really exhausting to work in. But now well, it says it's 78 now, but I have a fan on. And it is pouring through here, so that feels good. It's under the table and over by the air vent, the heating and air conditioning vent. So it, oh dear, that's that side of the paper. Darn it. I don't know where my fingernail file is. Because you can file that stuff off too. I usually just trim it off, but I forgot this time. Careful you don't give yourself a paper cut doing that. Okay, let's apply that one there. I believe this is going to be our front cover. So, just want to be sure I'm putting the correct paper where it needs to go. Okay. You really need to work a little quickly with this art glitter glue because it tends to dry pretty fast. I want to be sure we're setting this on the correct direction. Don't want to get over the line there. Now envelopes are never very straight, so you might get a little edge here. It'll be even one area and uneven everywhere else. Envelopes are never the right size. Yeah, that's going to go like that. Okay, so under here now we can go back to this paper, and it will look okay. That will look good. Let's see. Oh, might be a little too much. Gotta come in just inside of that, really. Right about there would be better. And I just bring it down, and I do the same down here. I mark it up just a little above the bottom. And let's take that ink spot or pencil mark off up there and ink it up. Yes, that's correct. Okay. You always see your ink after you always see your pencil marks after you ink it up. Oh, there was those good tags I was going to use. Oh, that was on the front cover. I always cut those into tags. But I needed this piece of paper. Let's get that out of there. We don't want to glue that down, do we? If we glue it down, we won't be able to pull it out of the pocket. If you go around the edges first, it'll squish your glue down, and it won't squish as much out the sides and the top and the bottom, but it'll glue it down, and then the rest of the glue will just squish up to it, if there's any left to squish around. Let's insert our journal card back in there. Okay, that brings us to here. Oh, excuse me, my nose is kind of runny today. Don't know why. Okay, on the front of this, I want to put this that says, "For you," because I want somebody to win it. So let's fussy cut that out. Now remember to follow your scissor tip, not back here where you're cutting. If you follow the tip with your eyes, it's much easier to fussy cut. If you start following the back, it's a little like if you drive a car too slow. It just doesn't handle well. So if you just follow that tip, it'll just kind of lead the whole scissor all the way around it. There we go. So this is going to go on here. I see a little place back there. Where is it? Right there. I think that'll be nice on the front. And then we can put something else on there, some roses or something. We'll put something else on it, but. And I'm going to continue to use the speckled egg. Sounds like the name of a kid's book, doesn't it? It's The Speckled Egg. Maybe it is. Okay. So do we put that down or do we put something under it? What would we put under it? Really don't know. Look at all that glue. I think we'll go ahead and place it down. We may run a piece of, I'm just going to stick a tab out of this, whatever goes in this pocket. But I think maybe we might run a little bit of lace down there. And I think that'll help dress up the front of the book. Yeah. No, I can't stick a tab there, and you'll learn why in just a minute. Because we're going there next. We are. Make sure the for you is at least even. Okay, there's that part. Let's I wonder if I have any right color. Hang on. I have pink, but I was wondering if I had any of the. I don't think I do. Which drawer would it be in? There is that. It could have a little bit of ribbon and maybe a little bit of lace. That would work. I have one more of those. It's a little bit different. Not that one. Nope, no. No. So this is my drawer full of, you can hear them. Oh, it has this on it. That's not what I wanted. Nope. Okay. Alright. Whoops, I'm all tangled up in my cord. It's wrapped around my feet. Okay, thought. We could put this on here. And with that, we can run a little bit of lace. Let's see. It's gonna have to be like that and like that. That would be very pretty. What do you think? Come on down. Take a peek. We'll let you look for just a second. What do you think? I think that would look pretty good. I have this kind too, but I don't have enough of it out. I do have this one. Let's see what it looks like. I kind of like that one, I think, best. Because this one is always flipping up right here. I would have to glue it all the way down. Yeah, I like the other one. I don't want to be indecisive. Okay, so in order to do that, first we'll cut this piece off a little long. And then we'll cut this one off closer to the correct size. Still have to cut some off, but at least it will be very close. Okay. Now, if this one is going to go out to here, then this one needs to come right to there. So I'm going to make a pencil mark right there. And I am going to measure that. Oh, I'm sorry. I pulled you in and I forgot to send you back out. Okay. What I was doing was I measured this on here and I want it to come over the lace. So the lace has that header on it and I'm not going to cut it off because I want to use that as my glue area. So my header's right about here. So now I'm just going to measure my distance there from the edge of the paper, not the envelope, from the paper, and I have 11/16. No, if I do from the edge of the paper though, I'm going to have to go over a little bit because I have an uneven application. Okay, so I am just going to take a look, make sure it looks nice and straight. I'm going to put a very light line down there because we need to apply this one before we apply this one. It's got a glue bubble in it, so it's working its way out. Once the glue comes down, it is ready to go. And the pin will stick to you. Okay, I'm just going to leave that on its side. This looks like the front. I'm going to line that header up on there. I hope. Okay, now to apply this, it is likely that this glue is going to bleed through. So when I apply the glue, I am going to have to wipe it down pretty flat. Otherwise, it is definitely going to show through, and if it does, we'll cover it with something else, maybe a second piece of lace. Okay. Wiping that glue down nice and flat. it'll still be sticky. Wipe it to the edge of your paper there. I don't have time to do that. Don't want to stretch that. I just want it to lay there. Okay, let me wipe my hands off. There, that's pretty good. I don't see it bleeding through, so I'm happy about that. Now you may have to come back along and apply a little bit of glue on the edges a little bit, and on the parts of the lace that are not wholly. So just very light pressure on your glue, and little bits of glue come out. Otherwise it's going to get glossy on your paper, and you'll see it. It won't be bad, but you will see it. Sorry if I'm out of camera. I don't have time to move things right yet. And this glue does get little strings, little spidery webs, just like the hot glue guns. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, now the reason that we can't put a tab sticking out of here, at least not right here, is because we're going to put our tie on here to tie this shut. So, I don't have this one on yet. We'll get back to that. Now we are going to use this. I got it in the package I bought. It's going to go right around here somewhere. Right over the For You. Might as well highlight it while we can. Somewhere right in there. Yep, right about in there. Okay, so right, we might have to move it down a little bit. Right about here, I'm just going to mark a line. This is going to tell me where I need to put some glue in a little bit. Now, over that, we are going to place one of these. That's why I needed to see if it was still going to fit, because I want the string to come out that side. I mean, I could put that under there. I think that would work as long as it's glued down. I kind of want my ribbon even with that, is what I'm looking at. And the only way to do it is to run that under there. So it will be okay that way. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this applied, and this, and then we'll have to call it a day. So let's see, here is the front of our book, right there. And this is going to come over You have to kind of look at the words in there and see if you can see something. Because you don't want it to be all wonky. You don't want wonka vision. So I think probably right about there. I'm just adding some little lines so I know how far I can go with my glue. I know I can't go any further than those lines. Before I glue this down, I'm going to glue this down. So find your center. Give it a crease, just so you know where it's at. And really, oh, I guess I don't need to do that. We'll just do this. I know I can go right to there, and right to where I don't see it on that side, and right to here. Okay, now this is going to go right through this ribbon, so just squish it down and clean up your fingers. Find that little center point and line it up with your center thing up there. Okay, there's that. Now let's ink this up. Once again, using the speckled egg. It is beautiful. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of blues, but when I see blue, it's not a color I'll pick normally, but when I see it, I absolutely love it. It's the craziest thing. Okay, I think I like it this way, but I think it goes this way. My happy's there, so I guess that's what it is. Okay. So you can see that that really does show through right there. The only way to continue to hide that, to get this over to the side, is if we put something else over it to there. I think we're going to try it this way and see how it does with it, this glued down on top of it. Okay, let's hope it works. Must have set my glue up right. I try not to while I'm gluing because you gotta wait for that air bubble to come back down, or to go back up. To go up towards the bottom. But this does work better than the fabric, than the 3-in-1 bottle, or the Fabri-Tac bottle, whichever one you got. Words going up. That goes under. Line it up. Make sure your ribbon is where it's supposed to be. And and glue it all down. Let's see, I need tool here I can get under here with. My fingers are gluey, so this starts getting a little glue clumps here and there. Well, it looks like we have one more part to this, because we still have to add a string here. Let's see if this works. We still have to embellish the front. I know this is a little low, a little lower than I wanted it, but it still comes across the for you, and I like that. We'll probably put some other little embellishments on here. But now you can see that whatever you put in this pocket is going to stay in there because this wraps around it. So let's take a quick look at what we have and what we have to do. So no opening there. We have this. If we go this way, we have this. So pocket, and we need to stamp that maybe with something. I don't want to cover it because I don't want to have to pull these things out. I want them to just stay like they are. We need a pocket or something here. We need embellishment in down here in this little pocket. We need a picture card through there, and we need to cover this and then cut our divot. I have a mark there, so I remember to put my divot on, or cut my divot in. And then we go over to this side, and once again we have a repeat of things to do. Some pockets are a little different. We need some words here, or some flowers, something. Definitely need something. We do have a side pocket here. Now I did not cut a divot in that, and I probably should. We wouldn't be able to stick a tab out there. Like this over here, we can't stick a tab. But we'll have to do something. Yeah, it needs some sort of a divot. Okay, so then we need to do something here. And this is the paper pad that I was talking about. These are what I want to put in for the journal. It's just a few of these pages. Now down here we have a little tuck spot. Over here we have a pocket with a little journal. So these are how this journal is going to come out, is with some little journaling spots. And we have our cards. And that's what we have for now. These have pockets up here, both of them. And this is the other one we have to cut the divot in. So there we are for now. It looks like one or two more videos and then we'll be done. So let's close it up for today. We'll trim this off when we get back. And I'll try and have everything ready to go so we can finish inside and decorate this. But it's hard to say. It might be one or two videos. I don't know for sure. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me. Please subscribe if you know people that might like to win this journal. Tell them that they need to subscribe, because it's going to be my next giveaway. So Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've had a great day, and I hope you have a great evening. And leave me comments. I love to listen to people, and I love to hear people ask questions and stuff. I might have answers. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and meet me back here tomorrow for Stay, Play, and Chat. I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.